Hello Aries, welcome into my channel. Thank you for joining me. I'm Trace and you're watching Earth Star. I'm bringing you your cards of the January month 2026. First of all, I'll be giving you a theme of the month card. Let's see what's coming in for Aries for the month of January. What is coming in for Aries? Let's see what's coming in. You got the Emperor. Lovely. I think that is your card. That's your card. You couldn't have asked for a better card. Right, let's just leave the Emperor there and let's just shuffle some cards for you, Aries, and let's see what's coming in for you. Thank you to those who are here and returning and supporting every single month. I love that. And I really appreciate your likes. I appreciate your comments. To those who are here for the first time, you're welcome into my channel anytime. Please consider giving me a thumbs up and subscribing if you haven't. I really appreciate all the support I get, and my intentions are to bring you guidance from Spirit. I am just the vessel, bringing you through the cards and giving you some messages to help you, just to sort of give you some hope for the month and to give you some guidance as the January month goes forward. So let's see what's coming in for you. I'm going to draw 7 tarot cards, and they are going to be around yourself, clarifying this Emperor card here, what you will accomplish, avoiding obstacles that you need to avoid and to embrace what you need to embrace, support available to you, and actions to take this month. So Aries, let's see what's coming in for you. What guidance and advice is coming through for you, Aries? Okay, I'm going to keep that there for you. That is going to be your little secondary card. Right, so you come into the month as a Page of Wands. Interesting. So, where should I put this? I'm just going to put him over here. Let's put him over here for now. I definitely wanted to be seen that. So you're coming into the month as a Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands is an energy of adventure. He is starting a new adventure. I say he because there's a chap inside the card here, and the energy of the page is usually excitement and wanting to go on a quest and wanting to have a bit of an adventure. But the page is usually learning as he goes. He doesn't understand what's coming in for him, but you know what? He's got that passion. He's got that guidance that is innate inside of him, and he's got his little wand in his hand. He's cut it down, and he is using that tool to start the year. So that is how you're feeling this year. I love that for you, Aries, because it shows you that you are willing and able to get going. Then I'm going to clarify this Emperor card, and you've got the Two of Cups. So that's a very odd card to clarify an Emperor, but the Two of Cups is being on level ground with yourself, being on level ground with people around you. So your Emperor card, now your Emperor's putting me off a bit that. Your Emperor card is about being solidly who you are, all right? Aries, that is exactly who you are. This is your card. And the Emperor is a planner. He knows exactly what he wants. He doesn't bring emotions into it. But you've got the Two of Cups here saying to you, bring that into your life. Open your heart center a little bit. Know that you are grounded, because the Aries are very passionate and going for it kind of people, but you need to also ground yourself in your heart. So this is very much a all-round kind of energy for you, because you're clarifying, do what you love rather than doing what needs to be done. And I love that, because you've got this Page of Wands coming in for you, saying that that's what your intention is this month. But it can't just be about logic. It can't just be about getting things done and being hard in that. You're asked to also just look at the people around you and to level out your relationships with them as well, to be a bit more compassionate about what your dreams are. So that's your Emperor energy coming in for the month. Even though it is strong and passionate and having a plan and quite forthcoming, you're also asked to remember that you're living a life with other people, and they also need you to be a little bit more softer. Aries, I'm having a giggle there. And then, I think that's why this card came up here, because this is how you get back to peace. I'm just going to have a sip of water. Sorry, Aries. I think this popped out the top of the deck. You just remind yourself that peace can be found in your mind. And I think I'm going to just stick this in here with your clarification of the Emperor, because at the end of the day, you need to also have time off. So there's this balance that's bringing your Emperor card in for you. And then your third card is what you will accomplish this month. Now that's exactly, thank you. I understand why I got that Four of Swords now. You got the Nine of Swords is coming in as what you will accomplish. Now that is also a difficult card to understand. How will you accomplish the Nine of Swords? Because the Nine of Swords is usually about anxiety and about getting to a stage of panic, and when you are alone and when you're in your quiet mind. And I think I'm going to put this right in the middle of these two now, because what you will accomplish is you'll get past that. The Nine of Swords is saying to you, you will understand what it is that is keeping you bound to those anxiety thoughts and to the pressure you're putting on yourself. And this Emperor does put a lot of pressure on himself. So that is your sort of balanced out frequency. So what you will accomplish is getting past that. You can look at this card here. These little arrows aren't touching her. Okay? They are around you. They're in the environment around you. So stop being so damn hard on yourself, Aries. That's what this is saying to you. You will accomplish that. You will. Do you hear me? You will. You will get back to a little bit better peace, tranquility in your life. What you need to avoid. Oh, wow. You've got this Empress card of what you need to avoid. Now, the Empress usually is about giving birth to new ideas and to allow the flow in her life and be kind and gentle to yourself. So what you need to avoid is that pressure on yourself to keep on starting new projects, to keep on being so opposite of that. I'm trying to think what I can give you as what you need to avoid. It's that pressure you put on yourself, and that is what the Emperor is saying. So you've got the Emperor and the Empress here saying to you that there needs to be that duality again. So avoid putting that pressure on yourself to always have new things on the go. And I know I've got a very good friend who's an Aries, and all she does is wanting to have new projects going, and she's just pressure. I need to build that. I need to do that better. I need to get that going. And that's what you need to avoid. This card is definitely covering all these three now, saying to you, find that peace, avoid that pressure to put on yourself. And I think with the Empress being in the avoiding position, it's that pressure. Yeah, it's that hectic. It's almost like you are overbearing, like you expect everybody around you to be on track all the time. So there's definitely the scale of two things here for you, Aries. And she can also bring in the lack of self-worth, and I think that's what you need to avoid, because if you think that you're doing something wrong, you think, oh, okay. And a lot of people don't know that of you, Aries. In your quiet times, perhaps depending on what your rising sign is, perhaps you're a little bit too hard on yourself. Then you become insecure because of the pressure you put on yourself. Yeah, I think that is. And avoid being in this space of, I have to take care of everybody else. I have to always take care of everybody else, because she takes care of everyone. So I think this is focusing on you. This is saying, no, you need to find that care back in yourself. Don't neglect yourself. So I think you need to just remember that there. Right. What you need to embrace is the 10 of Wands. It's like all the opposites are coming out for me. This is making me work hard, this reading. So what you need to embrace is that you are going to be putting down the wands of everybody else. And that is what your message is coming through, is you will accomplish that this month. So embrace the fact that you're going to identify who and what needs work. You can identify, you have the ability to understand that, you know what, you're not going to use me. I'm not going to be doing that anymore for you. And maybe that's what the Emperor energy is coming through here for you. You're going to put your foot down and say, no, you're not using me anymore. Like, let's say you've got family that always go to you when there's a problem. That's what you're saying is embrace the fact that, I'm not taking on that this year. I'm going to be nurturing myself more. So that's definitely a little theme coming up for you. Sorry, my alarm is going off here. I just put it off. And then what support you've got available around you, you've got the Lovers card. And that is awesome, because that means that you are going to be making choices for yourself, that you're going to be authentic. Because sometimes if you're in a relationship with somebody, or you're in a friendship, you always try to please, not you specifically, Aries, but people try and please and try and nurture the whole world and take on too much and do too much and worry about it all. What Spirit is saying to you is the support you do have right now is your authenticity. Use that tool, because the choices that you make in that put you in a place of balance, in a place of you know who you are, and you're not going to deviate from that. That is the choice that you can make from that. And usually the Lovers card is about finding that balance between the choices of, are you going to always sacrifice for somebody else, or are you going to be yourself? So that is the support you have around you. Of course, it's a very intricate message for you. And then the action to take, you've got the 8 of Pentacles. So I think what your whole roundup message here is the Spirit is saying to you, come into the month as focusing on what you need to be doing. Know when you need to take rest. identify the fact that you can't be on level ground with everybody all the time. You do need to have time of opening your heart to yourself. I think that's what the Two of Cups is saying to you here, is that there's also you. You know, you can't just be doing for everybody else all the time, Aries. Take on the fact that you can identify that. Embrace the fact that you've got past that of taking on everybody's burdens. Support around you is that people love you. People love you anyway, no matter who you are. Just be yourself. Do not get into a space of overdoing it because you need to be a good worker, or you need to be a good mother, or you need to be a good father, or you need to be a good partner, lover. So I think that is definitely something that you need to look at this month. It's coming through that there's this fine balance between working on helping the world and working on yourself, because this Emperor card is definitely that, is go back to you, get back to your power. I think that's what that is saying for you. And then your action to take this month is saying, just carry on nurturing it. When you get to the stage, when you get to that frequency, carry on nurturing that, because look what you are building, and do what you love. I think this card is also saying to you is that when you do what you love, you don't have a career in life, or you don't have boundaries. You're just absolutely flourishing. And the Eight of Pentacles is that energy of, that's the action to take, is to flourish, to display who you are, display your absolute worth in this world. And that's the power that you need to take back this month. Okay, I eventually got there, Aries. I eventually got there. And I think that is such a deep, wonderful message. And just remember that when you need to take time for yourself, you can. Can you see that card? Yes, you can, sort of. And that's the peace that you'll find this month. I think that's your overall energy with your Emperor, is to find that peace in that balance. And do what you love. Just allocate yourself to that authenticity of who you are. And I think that is a very big word for you this year, is authenticity. Be authentic. Be in your own power and who you are. Let's see what's coming through here. And you've got unfurl. Unfurl. Have you met all of yourself? That is so interesting, Aries. You've got a fern here that is opening up to this butterfly. And I think that is exactly what is happening here for you this month. You need to get back to who you are. Get back to what is important to you, and then the rest of the world can come flowing through. Don't be worrying about everything else, the bombardment. And your reading feels very, very much that you've come from 2025 being everybody else's year. This is your year, Pisces. This is your peace. This is your power. Let's read what this unfurl says for you here. Card number 30. Wow. Did I say Pisces? Sorry, I meant Aries. I don't know if I said Pisces or Aries there. So, unfurl. Have you met all of yourself? Like unfolding fronds of a sleepy fern, unfurl your potential. There's magic lurking in the depths of you that can change the world. So here what you need to avoid, it's avoid nurturing the whole world. It's nurturing you, and it's come underneath that card. So step into your full self, your full released power. This card reminds you to go inside and go outside of your comfort zone in the name of growth. Unfurl can be terrifying, but you're ready. You've got the Page of Wands here. You're not terrified. So it's saying to you, it can be terrifying for you, allowing others to see the deepest, most vulnerable parts of you, but those parts are also the most powerful. This is where the real magic happens, in the unfurling. So there, this card is saying to you, the support you have this year is to make a choice to be authentic. Wow. Wow, Aries. This is such a beautiful, beautiful message for you. And I think this Two of Cups is coming in with this card. It's not about the other people. It's about you. It's being on level ground with yourself. That masculine and feminine, finding your heart center. I think that's what that Two of Cups is saying to you here. So I'm just looking at your messages and overall here. So to avoid, this is what you will accomplish. You will accomplish so much more, because now you're taking on yourself and not the rest of the world. This young girl here inside this anxiety bubble, all those people's anguish around you is not going to be anymore, because you're going to nurture yourself. I love that. So avoid having to flow with everybody else and having to be there for everybody and having to birth new projects, because you're already in the project. You are the project. And then the embracing is to embrace the fact that it tends on usually at the end of a cycle. You're at the end of a cycle of taking everybody else's burdens. You are definitely going to fill that basket for yourself this year. And there's your basket you're filling. That is the action you're taking. You're growing in your own beautiful sunflower pot. And there you are. There you are, Aries, and that beautiful sunflower there. So, wow. Let me just give you a quick full moon card. That's today. I know if you're watching this at the end of January, it's fine because the moon is always turning. Let's see what your feelings are and your emotions are coming in for the month of January. You've got balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. So you are asked to balance out your spirituality and actual life. So connect with yourself, connect with your higher self. Find that peace and the power that you are. And that is the beautiful balance that you will find this month. Balancing and making choices. Your authenticity is the most important thing to you, Aries. Wow. I hope that helps you, Aries, and I hope it's given you a lot of things to think about. Take care, and I'll chat to you soon.